What's going on, guys? It's BlueDeepDive here, and I was able to get my hands on this beta. It's kind of weird. I just finished hosting a tournament, and I got a notification that I could take part in this beta, so I went ahead and downloaded this game. And it's really weird, because I looked up information about it, and the only way to get this is if you signed up. So that means probably one of you guys out there signed me up, so whoever did that, thanks a lot, because I really enjoyed this beta. Like, I'll admit, the first time I played this, like the first 20 to 30 minutes, it was kind of frustrating, because it kind of teaches you a little bit, and then you kind of have to figure the rest on your own, which is kind of good and kind of bad. But yeah, it's pretty much, you have to gather materials, and it's like Minecraft. You have to get all these materials, and then bring them to your town, and then you have to create your town. Like, you need the materials to build all these structures, and the more structures, the better.
Результати част человеческой рази. Дух народа растаял в void. От края темноты даже крик народа слышен сейчас. Una duc народа и возвышенное. Это попытки сублимируется, говоря как должное вообще. Центов каждый раз, когда это люди мира стремятся привержены беспокойству.
That guy gives me the creeps. Like, I think he's like the bad guy. Pretty much in the beta, you don't ever really get to talk to this guy. He kind of helps you and gets you like materials and some knowledge and stuff. But check this out. I was freaking out. I was like freaking Matrix. Check this out, guys. It's weird how he calls this freaking block floating in the air an island. What's really weird about these items that you collect in the game is sometimes you have to purchase them, and every time you use like the item 2 or 3 times, it just disappears. But definitely it's pretty creepy. Kind of get this weird vibe. But once you get past the first part of this game, it's really fun. But listen to this music, guys. Gives me the creeps. So pretty much what's happening right now is like I'm losing health. Like, for some reason, like, it hurts me when I'm in the dark. I need the light. It's really weird. So apparently, like, we're a projection clone, and I'm doing this like commentary like after I recorded this because I wasn't able to get it. So, but I really wanted to show you guys this gameplay. Like, I don't really none of my friends really have heard about this game. I've asked some people I've talked with, and like this beta is just like was only up for 2 days. I went to go play it again. Yeah, it was true. So I was like, oh, I really want to show you guys all this gameplay because for some reason I feel like this game is not going to be released. It's just like a feeling I have. Like, it was supposed to come out last year, and it just never happened. So I tried to get all the footage I could get because it may never come out. I recently got a new microphone, so hopefully my voice is more clear. I know a lot of you guys out there kept reminding me, hey Blue, you gotta get a new mic. You gotta get a new mic. The one you have is okay, but you gotta get a new mic. I finally did it, guys. And let me tell you, I sound clear. Crystal clear. Right here, I thought it was like a new monitor, so Trying to skip it right now. But stay with me, guys. It gets a little bit more fun. So pretty much once you go to your town is actually like a server. So you can't really play it offline, because if you try to build something offline and then you go online, someone online might have built something already in the place that you built it. So it's like an online game only, it appears. And like random people can join your town, and it's pretty awesome. There's these like weird creatures, like I swear to God, one looks like Godzilla, and then there's like the freaking humongous spider, and these freaking eagles, that, like these giant like bees that try to. It's like really weird. It's kind of odd. You try to find out how to kill them. There's no instructions. I was getting frustrated, guys. I was like, I gotta kill all these creatures all by myself. But it turns out all the people in your town, all these players, you can't see them. The only time you can see them is when like they're building something in the town, or they're shooting like a projectile somewhere, and then they disappear, like from your vision, but they're there. Right now I'm like looking around, and this is pretty much what it's like when you try to collect materials. You have to get this light and then bring it with you, and then get those materials and bring them back to your town. I don't know, I don't really enjoy doing that. I like to create stuff in the town. So usually everybody in my town goes and gathers the materials, and I start building all this crazy stuff. And every time you build, you have to do this like puzzle. And the puzzle is pretty weird. So right here you have to get the like this crystal, and then use the crystal. I pretty much skipped ahead. I was able to get the crystal and bring it back here. Got my stamp of approval. Let's get out of this freaky place. It starts out really, really creepy, and then it gets less creepy. I kept playing it because, you know, the last time I felt this kind of vibe, like the game was really good. Like one of my favorite games, Onimusha, gave me this creepy, like, horror vibe from the music. It turns out the story was great. I always give a game a chance. What's really cool is whoever signed me up for this beta, like since I have the beta, I get like a cool costume if this game ever comes out.
Good.
I'm not sure what language this is. I'm just so glad there's subtitles.
Eto bilo ne prende vinik. Vlia uveličenja nazelija mira. Zemlje to pole pustim v naše obštestvo. Kto odinočku jest nezavisimo?
That guy sounds so evil. But you know, we have no choice. We're like a projection clone, I believe. I wonder what kind of quote-unquote accident happened. So what happened to this world? But if you look ahead, that thing is coming out of the ground, and every time you build something, like it just comes out of the ground. It's just so weird. I believe the guy called it the Void. I was able to get some really rare footage, guys. There's this freaking like Godzilla looking creature, and me and everybody in the town killed this Godzilla guy, and he's freaking like 5 stories high. Like he's so big, and then he becomes part of the town. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that.
Kto furarnika polos Diego? Krome togo eto razbiti. Joby tylko wy widzicie polza człowieka. Pytania ma w storожности, котел плавой заряда. Поздно, не столько струйки. Кто? Меня есть работа, я также камон, бока болтовня. Я все возможное, ведь также они очень стараются.
The graphics are so good, everything looks crystal clear. It's like really odd. It's kind of interesting how, like, I want to find out more about this void and like what you have to do once your town is like big enough. Like, can you expand your town so it becomes humongous that it takes over the void? That'd be kind of cool, actually. So pretty much what's happening is you have to go into the subway, and then the subway takes you to the server. And since it's a beta, it's really inconsistent. Like, sometimes you'll just be there forever. I left it there for half an hour, and I restarted the beta, and then it took me like 2 minutes to get to the server. So it's just, I think that's what they're working on. That's what they're trying to fix before they release the game. So if they fix that, oh man, I'm gonna be on this game like at least every other day. What's really cool is your friends can join the server too. Like, one of my friends got this game, and he was playing the beta, and he joined my town actually, but we couldn't see each other. Like I mentioned before, you can't see the workers there. But here we are, finally in the town. See that Godzilla back there? We're actually gonna kill that thing. Not right now, but later in the video. But right now I'm looking at the workbench, and the workbench is pretty much when like everybody in your town gathers materials. This is where you go to build stuff. And it's actually not that simple, because once you start building, you have to do a puzzle. And the better thing that you build, the more complex the puzzle. The puzzle is actually kind of annoying, but I don't know, maybe it's some kind of like to make it harder, because I guess if you build everything from scratch, got the materials, it was that easy, maybe you'd get bored easily, but I didn't really like the puzzles. So right here, I'm gonna start building this freaking humongous structure. Man, look at this puzzle. It's freaking like Stone Age puzzle. It took me about like 10 tries to actually get the hang of this, and it was like a much simpler puzzle than this because the controls are so weird. It actually feels good when you solve these puzzles, man. It's like, I can't solve that. But you can, you just gotta keep trying. You can also buy like a quick solve. Like, if you look on the bottom left, you can just spend money and pretty much get an instant solve. But money is so scarce, it's better to just try to figure it out. I don't know how I did it, I figured it out somehow. It's really weird, everything just comes out of that little machine, and then comes out of the ground in the void. I tried my best to like build one of everything, like while I could get the chance. The more stuff you build, like the bigger your town gets, and the more people that can join. Like, if you look on the bottom right, it said +3. That means someone from my town and another person and another. They're like bringing all these materials while I'm building. I don't know, maybe most people like to build like later on, but I just figured it out really quick. I'm guessing that these people just like to collect, and I'm like one of the few that makes the town bigger, I guess, because no one's really building except me. Like, when I was playing, I was getting all this materials. It was so awesome, because when I joined my town, I was only me, so I was getting all these materials. It was such a pain, man. All these people started joining, and now I can just build. It's just so awesome. It's really weird because every time like some kind of creature attacks your town, you have to like fix your structures. Like, they'll step on it or damage it, and if you don't fix it right away, the structure will disappear. And oh my gosh, when that happens, like, I'm gonna hurt somebody, because all the materials that I spent to make that freaking building, it'd take a while to get all that. I'm not really sure what this thing is doing. It gave me some kind of like coupon codes to get some like upgrades, but I don't know what it's like supposed to be doing. It's calculating all this stuff, I have no idea. I was like, I got coupons, I guess. Let's go use them. But definitely, guys, I don't blame you if you think this game is weird. I just wanted to show you footage of this game. And I've asked a lot of people about this game, and no one really knows about it. I remember PlayStation posted a video not too long ago, but I guess, I don't know, maybe this is not as popular, I guess. But this game was made in Japan, so it's kind of weird, this language in this game. What's really cool is if you make your town pretty big, you don't actually have to leave your town to get materials. Like for instance, right there, if you build a lot of trees, you can put like a lot of apples in there, and you don't have to go and travel to a different island to collect them. And you can only collect like 3 at a time. That's like your max inventory in the beta, so it's kind of a pain. Luckily, you can like build a bunch of trees and just spam on it. Look at those freaking like spiders in the background. Those things actually attack your town sometimes if you're not lucky. Some things just look pointless, like to make like the bench or the lantern. I just build them anyways. I was like, let me get some footage for you guys. It took me a while to get the hang of this because I was like, where is the workbench? How come I have no electricity? And pretty much you need the help of a lot of people. You need like 1 or 2 people to help you get electricity. Without electricity, man, your town gets attacked left and right. I don't even know how my town survived. Like a bunch of people just came out of nowhere. I started building, started getting materials, they just showed up. Anybody can use a workbench, so I was like the only one building. One of my friends thought I was crazy for playing this because he tried it out, and like I said, it didn't really tell you what to do in the town. It's like, do this, get electricity, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. But eventually I figured it out. But let me know in the comments what you think about this game. I'm putting all the footage I have in this one video. I'm not sure if you guys are interested in this beta. You won't find this beta on the PSN store for some reason. Like I was lucky that somebody signed me up to get the beta. I was pretty unaware about this game. I'm so glad to be testing my new microphone, because like a lot of you guys been telling me to get a new one. Finally got it. Just let me know how you guys like it. I'm thinking about upgrading, but if you guys like this microphone, maybe I'll just stick with this. So just let me know in the comments. And look at this puzzle, guys. Like, who makes these? Like, once you start doing the first 3, it just becomes much easier. I don't know how to explain it. Looking back now, it's just like, what the heck? How was I doing that? Especially the advanced ones. Everything costs like a lot of money. Like all the cool stuff, like upgrades. Like, it took a lot of materials to make that bench. And that bench had no use, guys. Just sitting on it. But I was like, I'm gonna make it anyways. I'm gonna have the only gameplay where you're sitting on the damn bench. But it's so cool when like your town gets attacked. I see the person in front of me, they just finished the workbench. Or they couldn't solve the puzzle. One of those two. When your town gets attacked, you can see everybody in your town like shooting at the monsters. Pretty cool. I hope in the final version, if they do release it, that you can see everybody like all the time. I was really surprised there's actually like a few communities for this game. Like on PSN. I haven't joined any, but I took a look at it. And there's photos on there of weird creatures I haven't even run across. I guess everybody's server is just a little different. Cause in mine there's like a cat and like a giant like clay head that some other videos they had something completely different. They had like a giant bear, and like some other creature. I don't even know what it was. I think this is like the most advanced puzzle I had to do, guys. This one right here. I don't know how I did it. I was like, let me mess around here with the controls. I was like about to pay it, guys. I was like, let me try at least till the time runs out. Try again and do a quick solve. Like when you get money, it's like $80 here, $90 here, and you have to pay like $100 to get like an instant solve. It's a lot of money in this game. Money just shows up randomly, and not all the time. What's really cool is the more that you build, like the more you level up, and the more you level up, the more stuff you can build. So there's a lot of stuff I didn't get to build. I was watching this one person's video, and he made like a flying car. I was like, oh, that looks so cool. He didn't have to ride the train to leave the town. He was just going by himself. I was like, oh, wish I had that. That would have saved me a lot of time. Because you have to wait like 5 to 10 minutes for like the train to come. Like if you don't have a car or a hover. It was like a flying car. I don't know how I did that. It's probably the only time I'm gonna do that, guys. If this game doesn't come out. For some reason, all these like TVs have like these kind of weird like videos on them. It's like brainwashing or something. That's kind of like the idea I get from it. But I'm gonna build it anyways. I'm kind of curious what the people in my town are thinking. Like, who built that? That has no function. I'd be kind of curious. But here it is, guys. See that freaking Godzilla? That's the one that's going to attack our city. And believe it or not, we're actually going to kill it. And this is the rare footage I was talking to you guys about. Because when it dies, it becomes part of like the town. I'll show you what I mean. Right here, I'm like freaking out. I was like, I don't have any weapon except a pickaxe. I don't think it's gonna hurt that thing because I tried and I hit it one time and my like axe just disappeared. I was like, oh shit, I better get away from this thing. So if I die, I'm gonna be super upset. And it take forever to come back to the server. And then I saw one of these people from my town has like a rocket launcher. I totally forgot I had one. I was like, I only have one shot, so I was like, I can't miss. Cost too much money. It's freaking beta. I'm not sure how badly that hurt that freaking Godzilla, but every shot counts because that freaking Godzilla has so much life. They don't even give these monsters like names. Look at all those materials, guys. I didn't have to do anything. Everyone in my town just got it for me. It's just that simple. But that Godzilla thing is gonna die pretty soon. Man, I really wanted to keep playing, but I was just getting tired, guys. Like, my town was getting more and more populated. I was like, oh shit. But it was getting really, really late. Getting tired and everything. So right here, the Godzilla dies finally. I was freaking out. I was like, oh shoot, it's gonna drop something really rare. Like some super rare item or some kind of like weapon. And believe it or not, it didn't do that. It just like stays here. It's like all weird looking. And then it actually becomes part of the town. This is what I meant. It becomes like all solid. And it just stays in your town. I guess it's like some kind of like trophy. Like you just whomped on a Godzilla. And there's proof to, I don't know, scare away other monsters? I'm not sure. The only thing I regret, guys, is not mining into it. I should have like used my pickaxe and mined into that creature. Maybe there's like super rare items in there. I'll never know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this game. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.